Going back about 2 years ago, we saw a critical minerals storm brewing. We had a suspicion that China would start to play trade war games using critical minerals as a weapon, basically. And what they did with antimony is they started off with export restrictions, which then led to an export ban, which shot the price of antimony from about $12,000 a ton up to $60,000 per ton.
A metal most people have never heard of. It hardens bullets, stabilizes explosives, and powers night vision equipment. It also makes your electronics flame resistant and your batteries more efficient. Antimony.
We are here in front of the Trojárová project, the largest antimony project in Europe, actually.
Yeah, it is a remarkable deposit with about 60,000 tons. You have to see the antimony production worldwide is about 160,000 tons per year. And it is completely dominated by China, Russia, and Tajikistan.
Yes.
So there are no independent European sources yet, and this one would be, in the beginning, the only one.
And it's arguable that China artificially kept the antimony price low for decades, including other critical minerals. That's their strategy, to prevent the Western world from building its own mines and having its own supply.
It's like that the Chinese not only dominate the mining, they also dominate the processing and the refining. And this is quite key to have Canadian mining expertise and European processing and refining expertise at once.
Yeah.
And so this is, I would say, the USP of this project.
With the adoption of the Critical Raw Material Act, the European Union is definitely making a positive push from a permitting and financial side to support these projects and advance them as fast as possible, under the backdrop of China limiting exports of some of these key critical minerals. And this project in particular was drilled out during the 1980s, where there was 63 diamond drill holes drilled from surface. And based on the back of those very positive results, they then excavated the adit behind us, which has 1.7 kilometers worth of underground workings. And this project was meant to be a mine. Like this is designed as a production adit. But in 1992, the Cold War ended and the demand for antimony completely dropped off. And what was meant to be a mine was abandoned. And it sat dormant for several decades until our company purchased the project, and now we're trying to advance it towards a development stage.
We learned from the company while this visit here that they need about 120 million of capex to be able to deliver a third of the European demand, and that they will be able, if all things run somehow well, to go into production within the next 3 years. Is that in a realistic scenario?
Yes, it is. And if you compare to other industrial facilities, it's quite cheap.
It is.
If you perhaps if you see that Boliden built a new zinc plant in Scandinavia, they invested approximately $1 billion.
Yes.
So to become independent from other sources, this is, in comparison, quite cheap.
And this is definitely a flagship asset for Slovakia, for Germany, for the broader European Union, where this project represents an opportunity to supply 1/3 of Europe's demand for antimony.